Takes it to the outside, cuts it upfield, and Brown, the rookie from Mississippi, who has put together a fantastic year. Over 1,000 yards receiving. Gains 9 on the ground for Tennessee.
And he just embarrassed the rookie Jalen Ferguson here. Steps right up inside to pick up those 8 yards. He averaged 20 yards a catch, which was second best in the NFL.
But you mentioned last week, not part of the game plan. Throwing was not really part of the game plan. He just had one target against New England. Handoff, Henry hurdles for a first down. Just across the 40-yard line, and he picks up 4. Chris Wormley there defensively for Baltimore.
Well, you're starting to sound like a broken record, partner. Picks up 4. Henry picks up 4. 8 carries, 32 yards.
Yeah, that's something Ryan Tannehill mentioned to us going against this Wink Martindale coach defense, that the incredible season Henry's had. Of course, everybody looks at the big runs, but he said it's been even more impressive when there's nothing there, and he turns it into 4 yards. New set of downs for Tennessee. Rush coming. Tannehill. Deep one. Incomplete. He rainbowed that ball over Tajay Sharp's head as he was matched up with the veteran Jimmy Smith.
Well, he saw the blitz coming. That's why he went up to the line of scrimmage to change the play. Saw the man-to-man coverage on the outside, but Jimmy Smith plays that absolutely perfect. Did not go for the little fake to the outside by Sharp and forced Tannehill to throw the ball beyond both of them.
Titans have won 4 straight road games, including last week in Foxborough. So they're building a lot of confidence in that underdog role. Dennis Kelly in, extra offensive lineman on 2nd and 10. Henry gets blown up in the backfield. Brandon Williams engulfs King Henry, a loss of 4.
Well, we talked to Williams earlier in the week. He wears a T-shirt that says FSU, and it's not Florida State University. It's foul stuff up.
Well,
or words to that effect. Yeah, that's exactly what he did on that play. First time in a long time you see Henry go backwards after a handoff.
Thank you for cleaning that up, Dan. Very professional. 3rd and 14 for Tennessee. Dime look here for Baltimore. They press the line. Tannehill from the gun. Protection holds up initially. Tannehill, pump and throw, and he just sails it to the sideline. 4th down.
And that's exactly what the Ravens defensively needed, was to get off the field and get the ball back into Lamar Jackson's hands. Again, some more conversation on the field. Wise throwaway by Tannehill, not forcing the ball and giving the ball to the Ravens in good field position.
Tannehill took a pop from Jihad Ward. And Brett Kern on to kick it away to DeAnthony Thomas, standing at the 15 for Baltimore. No rush. High kick. Bounces through the end zone out to the 20-yard line with a flag thrown at the 31. A 63-yard punt, but a net of 43. Hadn't heard from Bill Vinovich for a while. We've had 2 penalties on each side so far in this first half.
During the kick, holding, receiving team number 31. 10-yard penalty from the 20-yard line. Baltimore ball, first down, timeout.
And it's one of their special team aces, Brendan Trawick. It's going to cost the Ravens 10 yards. More second quarter action coming up.
What did we decide on the Flyers again?
15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
I think we're going to swap over to over 75 years of savings and service.
Well, we're just going to swap over.
Yep. Pump the brakes on this, swap it over to that.
Pump the brakes and swap over.
That's right.
What, instead of all this I've already...
Yeah.
What are we going to do with these?
Keep it in your desk, save it for next time.
Geico, over 75 years of savings and service.
If I bring you in, I'm sticking myself out on a skinny limb. Teetering. That's what I said. Bad boys. Look at this carnage.
I didn't do all this.
You didn't shoot anybody?
Oh, come on, Cap. You know I shot some people.
Yeah.
Rated R.
My grandfather had an amazing life, but Ancestry showed me so much more than I could have imagined. My grandfather was born in a shack in Pennsylvania. His father was a miner. They were immigrants from Italy. And somewhere along the way, that man changed his name and transformed himself into a successful mid-century American man. He had a whole life that I didn't know anything about. He was just my beloved grandpa.
Bring your family history to life like never before. Get started for free at Ancestry.com.
This Thursday, there's one ride you don't want to miss. How many times have I killed you? Never.
Snake, snake, no snake.
Gotta sing it right, man. Rated R.
It appears your fugitive is a murder suspect.
You're not gonna catch her, you know. She's way too smart.
A new NCIS fan.
What if I were to tell you there's a bomb in the New York Stock Exchange?
He is bluffing.
We're the FBI. Failure is not an option.
A new FBI after a new NCIS. Tuesday on CBS.
Tune in Sunday, January 19th for the AFC and NFC Championship games, presented by Intuit TurboTax. Stream games on mobile with the Yahoo Sports and NFL apps.
Tomorrow, college basketball on CBS features a battle in the Big Ten. 8th-ranked Michigan State goes on the road to take on Purdue. It all begins at noon Eastern here on CBS. Tennessee 14, Baltimore nothing. That question of rust will start popping up now as the Ravens are struggling to get into gear here offensively, Dan.
And it doesn't help that this is their 4th possession and they've started backed up on each one of them.
Ingram cruises his way across the 15-yard line and he gains 6 on the play. First 3 possessions, the interception. Jackson, as it bounced off the hands of the Pro Bowler Mark Andrews, gave it over on downs when they came up short on a 4th and 1, and then a quick 3 and out on their last possession. Take the handoff. Jackson accelerates. And it's a first down as he gains 5. Jarrell Casey, 4-time Pro Bowler, with the hit. So, divisional round results. Teams that rested their starting quarterback in Week 17 since 1990. It's a 9-5 record. Didn't seem to affect Jim Kelly, Donovan McNabb, Drew Brees. Most recent losses, Aaron Rodgers, 2011 against the Giants. Ben Roethlisberger against Jacksonville in the divisional round a couple of years ago.
That type of run we just saw from Jackson to pick up the first down, that type of run knocks off a lot of rust. He went after that strongly.
Gus Edwards in. Jackson doesn't give it to him. Instead throws. Incomplete. Trying to hit Seth Roberts. And there were a number of Titans defenders in the general vicinity. 2nd and 10.
He's seeing a lot of zone defense out of the Titans secondary. And what's unusual, he's just 3 of 7 and only 1 to one of his tight ends. That was Mark Andrews.
And then the other storyline is the last playoff game for the Ravens. Jackson did not play well against the Chargers. It ate away at him during the offseason. And he said it's something that he thought about quite a bit, getting back out here. He got booed. The team got booed last year in that loss to L.A. Knocked away on the floater to the sideline. Marquise Brown, the intended receiver, and Tremaine Brock, who was a late season pickup and has played quite a bit for Tennessee.
Jackson now has missed his last 4 because of that great play by Brock, breaking on that ball, getting his right hand to knock it away and not have any contact. But again, the Titans taking away Jackson's favorite targets, that are the tight ends.
And now it's 3rd and 10. Justice Hill is in there. Greg Roman trying to dial something up to get this offense going. Jackson steps and throws. Wide open, caught at the 42 by Marquise Brown. The man nicknamed Hollywood takes it into Tennessee territory to the tune of 30 yards on the reception.
Yeah, he's got all the speed in the world. And watch how the Titans just dropping into their zones. Good clear out by Seth Roberts. That allowed Hollywood Brown to make that catch, get up the field. Best play of the night offensively for the Ravens.
We have seen his ability to separate throughout the season. 7 touchdowns in his rookie year. 25th overall pick. First down. Jackson keeps. And not much there. Jackson looking for a flag. Fans looking for a penalty as well. Jeffrey Simmons makes the play for Tennessee. A 1-yard pickup.
It could have been a bit of a late hit by Simmons as Jackson on the ground and Simmons comes in with an elbow to the head. Jackson says, hey, what the heck?
Now, Gene Steratore with us here in the booth as well. What'd you see, Gene?
I think he has a point there that's unnecessary, completely unnecessary on the play.
Some people say, well, he was a ball carrier, but that doesn't matter. Right, Gene? You can't hit him while he's on the ground with an elbow like that.
Totally agree, Dan.
Did that remind you of Clowney against Philadelphia a little bit with Carson Wentz? Knocked him out of the game. On a give to Ingram, turns it upfield. And Ingram picks up 3. As he's dropped just short of the 45 by Simmons, who was bouncing back from an ACL injury. Simmons has made his presence felt in this divisional round so far for the Tennessee Titans.
And another third down for the Ravens. They've struggled so far in the ball game, just 1 of 3. And remember, they failed on a 4th and 1 earlier in the first quarter.
8th play of the drive. Baltimore in Tennessee territory at the 45-yard line, still looking for their first points of the night. 3rd and 6. Jackson slings it to Mark Andrews. First down, Ravens inside the 30. 16-yard hookup.
You know, people talk about his delivery and everything, but by throwing it sidearm so many times, it quickens the delivery. And that time it was just enough to get it by Vaccaro and Woodyard and into the hands of his tight end, Mark Andrews.
So this drive remains alive for Baltimore. We will hit the 7-minute mark of the second quarter.
And remember, they started at the 10-yard line, so this is an outstanding drive led by Lamar Jackson.
They go with a more traditional look with Jackson under center. Fake it, play action. Jackson downfield, and it was held up there for quite a while. Marquise Brown in a matchup with Adoree Jackson, and Jackson steps in front to knock it away.
Now this ball fluttered. You can see it's out of spiral there, and Jackson had time to come over, but this is part of the game plan. We talked about Dean Pease' plan.
Malanga 87. Do you see him? He's crossing the road. Nope, stop. Toss a nade at him. Nice. What's his teammate? Good job. Send a quick draft, you want it? Good now? Still never found a goddamn cheek pad. We have to check the bodies. No, those guys didn't have one. Circle you. You don't need any of my smokes, right? You got one? I have 2. 2 smokes, 1 frag.
yards away. Ravens have to settle for 3. It's been a frustrating first half for Lamar Jackson and the Ravens.
It's time to get a whole new perspective on Ram trucks. Because to us, there are no small jobs, no little tasks. And when it comes to innovation, there are no modest ideas. No wonder why more people are switching to Ram than ever before. Ram trucks, back-to-back Motor Trend Truck of the Year.
Now, get an average $7,994 in total values on the 2019 Ram 3500, plus this additional incentive.
Go ahead and live your best life.
Come seek the Royal Caribbean.
You can live your best life, best life.
Wasn't me, baby. No, it wasn't me, baby. Baby, wasn't me. Must have been some other body. Baby, wasn't me.
Free 2-hour grocery delivery. Now with Prime.
You can count carbs. You can count calories. But it only counts if the beer tastes good. Introducing St. Archer Gold, the ultimate light beer with 95 calories and 2.6 grams of carbs. St. Archer Gold.
Chi-Chi, would you answer the door and don't be friendly?
You can talk to animals.
Yes. Hello, Patty. Hello, Luck.
Doolittle, rated G.
The 2 for $5 mix and match deal from McDonald's is back. Choose from some of your all-time favorites.
So good! How good!
It's time to celebrate because 2 for $5 mix and match is back.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Ram Trucks, Motor Trend's back-to-back Truck of the Year. Royal Caribbean, come seek. And by McDonald's. Ah, yes, crab cakes and football. That's what Maryland does. Thanks to Jimmy's Seafood for making us that special CBS platter.
Is it in the booth yet?
No. It never made it out of the truck. Kickoff with Tucker, Jennings, return man. Can take this one out. Gets belted at the 19-yard line by Anthony Levine Sr. Ryan Tannehill, so far, so good for Tennessee.
4 out of 7 for 71 yards. This 12-yard beautiful catch by Jonnu Smith. And then Khalif Raymond, who only had 9 catches all season, puts a move on Marlon Humphrey and then lays out for this 45-yard beauty. Made it 14-0.
You think of circumstances and what Tennessee has faced over the last 6 weeks. They've been in playoff mode for an extended period of time. Fake it. On the boot. Smith gets leveled by Earl Thomas. No gain on the play.
Well, Earl Thomas came from center field to make this play. He ran about 30 yards and comes up with a strong tackle on a guy that outweighs him by about 40 pounds. That's what Earl Thomas has been doing throughout his 10-year career, though. Huge acquisition by the Ravens, one of many.
2nd and 10. We approach 5 minutes to play. First half here in Baltimore. 14-3. The Titans in front. Handoff, Henry. Henry takes it to the outside. Oh, the stiff arm twice on Thomas, and he's out of bounds. First down run for Derrick Henry. A workhorse for this Tennessee offense. That's a 27-yard rip.
Well, watch the blocking here of Taylor Lewan, 77, and Roger Saffold, and then the vision to get to the outside, and then you don't want any part of that. One time, and another time just in the middle of the back on Earl Thomas. Biggest run of the for the evening, 27 yards.
First down for Tennessee at the 46-yard line. A jump on that left side from Taylor Lewan. And here's Vinovich.
False start. Offense number 77. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Well, Derrick Henry is built for this. And if you look at the numbers, he gets better as the game goes on. So strong in the second half, wears out the defense. The last 7 games, his stats have been ridiculous. He was 74% of the Titans' offense last week. Second highest all-time percentage in the playoff behind just Eric Dickerson. Floater, caught by Henry. And he's hit down low by Justin Ellis, the man called Jelly. Limits him to an 8-yard gain through the air.
Why do you think they call him Jelly?
Well, I mean, I think we can surmise why.
Well, he's one of the big guys. He's 350. Brandon Williams goes 336. Michael Pierce, 345. Domata Peko, 325. There's a lot of jelly on that front line.
You were blown away at practice, just at their sheer size on the defensive line. I think you had flashbacks of some sort. It happens.
No peanut butter.
2nd and 7. Henry, he was met at the hole after he gains a yard. He tried a zigzag move and couldn't get around Michael Pierce and Josh Bynes.